curious to see how that changes. Like if they don't adjust either skill, I'll be curious if players just like keep sticking with one, or if we'll actually see some sort of a shift back and forth.
Okay. Well, time will tell. We will see as we're getting into this game number 1 again. The one other one that I was looking at is the Riddy's Elder Titan opting to go for the deconstruction on the ET. So this one drains the extra mana and magic resistance and armor over time. So you can get up to 20 stacks of it, which is 1% or 1 armor. Pretty cool when you combo that together with what Natural Order naturally gets you.
Yes, this is the one that got the massive buff before the new year. And like, it used to be awful. You used to have to go momentum, because the way that this facet used to work was the second that they left the AoE, they lost all the stacks instantly. So it meant you had to just stay on someone the entire time. So if you wanted the full buff, you would have stood on someone for 20 seconds. That's just stupid. Now they only lose 1 stack per second instead of all the stacks instantly. So it's way more valuable in the laning stage. It's like actually relevant.
Yeah. Worth the point in getting it, and like even just for the armor, like the armor alone feels like it's really, really valuable. And when you pair together now ET having this and the Snot Rocket in the later stage fights, the Ember and the Medusa are going to start dealing massive damage. Even if Medusa doesn't have like big, you know, armor oriented items, like they're going to need to buy some armor on the side of AVULUS for sure.
Lies failure.
Through anger lies failure. That's deep.
That's right.
That's a Yoda level line right there.
I will say it's been a lot of spamming voice lines. There's a good amount of them coming in. And got the juice, given the tip to fly right out of the gate. Not sure what that's about. Oh, I know a clown when I see one. I see. Okay, that's what it is.
Well done, everyone.
Mobe has an allergy problem. DJB's letting us know, so that's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe he's busting out the inhaler like you know?
Oh my God, I need to take another hit real quick. 1 second.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry.
All right, we're good to go. There we go. Our observer tells us he's allergic to pauses. It's fine. Don't worry. Get him back in this one soon.
It looks like PNA is as well. He's doodling on the minimap, so he's also bored.
Can I also say, it's really funny that you immediately disconnect on fly. Like he's just, it's built in his brain that like, I got to DC so that way the pause time is longer before they you know, start the game up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just have it.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's really good.
He's wise.
Well, should be underway shortly. How you doing, Trent? Did you have a nice morning? What'd you get up to?
I did have a great morning, you know, and just I'm hopping up with the kids, you know, played some soccer in the living room like one does, you know.
Nice.
Can't score on me. Okay, they score on me all the time, actually. But, you know, I tell them they'll never score on me. Sometimes I don't. You know, you got to mix it in. You got to let them know. Okay. Because sometimes I'll be like going easy playing basketball, and he'd be like, don't go easy on me. And I say, if I don't go easy on you, you will never score a basket in your entire life. And then he's like, let me see. And then like after like 2 minutes, he's like, okay, never mind.
That's right. You want to like, because that's the thing is people say, all right, don't go easy. Like, you know, because you want them to feel really good when they finally beat you. But the flip side of that is that if you go hard the whole time, then they're just like, they're not interested in playing because they're, you know, getting it swatted down out of their face constantly. It's a tough question.
I gotta slowly let them like think that they can enjoy video games so that they can play with me, and then I'll crush it later. You know.
I like that. That's good.
That's how we'll do it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, allergy problems are solved here for Mobe. He's making sure he can see these creeps nice and clearly. Got some clear nasal passages for good breathing exercises to focus on these last hits of Storm Spirit.
That's right. Absolutely. That's what you want to see. He's got 5 branches, and you know, maybe that fresh spring air coming in was just a little bit too much there. And it does look like it's going to be. Oh my God, he did. What the hell?
Snagged it. He did the slight snag.
All right, Nico. What a gamer.
Very nice. And more of this pressure up top here. Going for the aggressive body block on the creeps so that their own wave will come under the tower. There's no one over there dealing with this either, so should work fine. Yep, under the tower they go.
Britty's gonna TP to the bottom lane. So yeah, that one actually looks like it's in an okay position for him for the moment. Just trying to put some hurt onto any of these heroes, but you can see Desire, as you talked about, immediately gets the wind run away. Last little bit of Astral Spirit buff did not manage to do any damage to Zibe there. Oh, and look at that. A hero using the courier wisely and not getting it killed instantly.
No.
Desire pulling the wave.
It can't be done. I mean, got the juices cleaning up, though. Got the entire first wave right nice by the tower. Has the creeps fallen. He's at 100% last hits right now. So feeling great on the Medusa to begin with.
Unfortunately, does look to be missing out on this wave. So that is a little annoying. Riddies is going to try and come on over here and contest. Even steps over, not quite able to get the deny there on the range creep. Top lane. We'll see how this one works out. Taking the little shredder. It's a lot of minus armor there onto Smiling Knight. The hits keep on coming. The damage isn't going to be enough to take him out all the way. Refraction in 1 second gets it back up. Turn around. PMA is gone. Oh, that was so close.
It really is. Because like you can think the little shredder's gonna be solid versus Smiling Knight, but the barrier, I think it was just a little bit too much because it's only 25 level 1.
Right.
I don't know if it's enough. It might have been enough to break the barriers, but either way, I think he was close to second refraction, gets it back up, and so just wasn't quite there. You can see the logic though. All that minus armor plus a bristleback. It's certainly going to become a problem. Unfortunately, it's going to be harder to get that win now because you're going to give this bonus gold over. But you know, you can imagine they're both level 3. It's going to be so much damage.
Yeah, I think that they just like slightly mistimed it, and he had that refraction back up. Now the other problem is that you've got level 2 refraction you need to deal with. But yeah, a lot of minus armor on the side of this Navi Junior lineup. As you're seeing, the little shredder gets spammed, but not really much that they can do afterwards. Also, now he's got a whoopee cushion. How are you going to handle that?
Can't be done.
So 3-minute mark, and Desire gets one of those Lotuses on the other side, getting it for Fly. And Desire taking a lot of damage, drops down the pit. Level 2 Firestorm. Riddies is out of here.
Yeah, that's the thing. You decide when the trade ends, you know, as Wind Ranger.
Yeah. And in the mid lane, the rotation from Zayats comes in and kills the Storm. A quick and easy one.
Yeah, it looks like he TP'd for that, I guess, as we were watching bottom. I think it was a root in while he was TPing, and then got the big full bore scatterblast for the damage, and then immediately into the stacks after.
That is a nice timing right there for Zayats. Rotation gets the kill. Mobe now going to move over, get his rune taken away from him. Iku having a good start to this game. 18-1 versus 19-3, but that kill makes it a lot worse.
Yeah. A solid lead opening up for him. And great rotations, too. Moving up towards a bristleback off lane with a Snapfire is certainly potent. This heroes that can add a lot of damage to your moves as an Ember Spirit, which is exactly what you want because you got that first jump. You just need a little bit of help. And man, just whittling down Mobe mid there with those slights and those chains is pretty scary if there's another rotation.
Well, right. And having this full bore like Snapfire, the range just becomes so insane. Fly in no man's land a little bit. We'll go for the whoopee cushion runaway. So he can kind of make that play to try and contest a bit and not die, but PMA manages to connect at the end. Can't quite connect that creep wave. But at least we'll have access to it himself.
Yeah, it's put Mobe in the jungle, though. Like, he's just stacking neutrals because it's going to be more effective. Unfortunately, he misses one of them. So not going to get the max effectiveness here, but he just can't stand toe-to-toe with that Ember Spirit mid and risk those rotations coming through.
Right. Yeah, dying once is like kind of okay, but you do not want to die as you're getting galvanized up. Kind of feels like a rough time.
Look what Zayas is doing, though. He's already come mid, waiting for Moby to come back for the wave.
Are they going to be able to get him? Looking, hunting, root is there. Full bore connection. The TP is moving in, and that, as the level 6 comes, is enough to stop the aggression.
Yeah, a bit too much there with level 6 on the Storm Spirit. Can Mobe use this to get the rune will be the question.
Thinking about it, Desire. Somehow that didn't hit. Oh, it did hit. Right, he had the Flame Guard up. Keeps him fine. Obey, regen rune, get it, but he still goes down. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot.
It does. Yup. I mean, they're just putting the time in, Navi, you know? They understand what the Storm Spirit needs. They know that he's the engine. He's going to be doing a lot in this mid game. So if you slow him down, the rest of the draft's going to slow down with him. The bright spot is that Smiling Knight has a pretty big lead over the next closest hero, about 500 gold already at 6.5 minutes, with creeps coming into him as he's just chewing through them with the refractor. So there is a bright spot.
Radiant are scanning.
And with that, I kind of feel like it would be a nice timing to go and make that move up top for Niku. I guess the worry is that if you do sort of make an aggressive play, well, this needs to be punished.
Yeah, look at this ward. They see this.
Oh
too.
my God. Are they not going to come and fight this? I don't think they're going to.
No,
yeah, they're just giving this up. And on the other side,
I don't think Riddies gets this either.
Wow. That is huge. Navi Jr. not getting either of those wisdom shrines when Ember has had that type of a start is really rough. And now Melbe, look at him. He's taking out this stacked up ancient camp with a regen
rune. His own stacks, you know, he'll just go steal yours. It's fine.
Wow. Zibe in some trouble, but the second round, and the Tame the Beast takedown. Niku, he's low too. Navi Jr. can't get away with this. He goes back to mid, but then the zip forward finds the finish. AVULUS, they are cooking.
A little power shot snipe there. What a disastrous couple of minutes here for old Navi Jr. Things are crumbling a bit. Everyone's scooping something up right now. It's 8 minutes as well. Ember's dead. Can Mobe get the rune? Well, he won't get that one. It's an arcane bottom. He might get a kill and a rune.
Yeah, chase down, hit, done. Will be put to sleep for a moment, but well, he actually, okay, he could be in some trouble now. Obey tries to zip away. Oh, the strongman tonic turns. Hoping to live, not going to happen. Obey goes down. Fly wasn't able to keep him alive. And Fly needs to be careful of himself. Okay. Stomped. Dead.
Okay, now, is it still count as bait if you successfully made him chase you? Because, like, he did bait Niku. He kind of teased him a little, come get me. And then Fly's, like, pinging, like, I got him, guys.
Yeah, it was a little bit too much. I guess thought he was going to be able to get away, but that ET definitely put the end of that one. Obey mid will be rooted full bore, but nothing else after that. Ooh, interesting couple of minutes have happened for sure. I think in spite of that death on Fly, like it's still feeling really good for AVULUS. All the moves that they're making.
I think Navi Jr. needed like a little bit of an edge here. I don't want to be behind heading into this mid game because you are counting on Medusa to do a lot of heavy lifting. And there is a reason this hero's mostly been in the off lane. It feels like that's where she's shining right now.
Yeah.
Especially like, let's say Desire gets farmed. Like, does he maybe go Diffusal? Like, there's definitely a world where that happens. It is that effective.
Well, they dropped down a route to try and get away, but Desire was always going to die now. Now Zibe, he could be in some trouble. Meanwhile, up on the top side, Smiling Knight just runs down Zayat and is going to steal this ancient stack. Oh, this does not feel good. Going in, finds PMA, maybe goes for some more here. This is a bristleback dead and then stacks. Mostly taken too. AVULUS making the big moves, and now they zip in with Storm to come and try and secure these ones. Wow. Brutal, brutal, brutal. They kill Fly, now get the stomp onto 2. Don't have Searing Chains again for another 5 seconds. And that should be a bit too long for AVULUS to do anything here.
Yeah, there's a haste on that Storm. There's no hope for that. And you're going to be able to walk it off as well there for Smiling Knight. So very aggressive maneuver there. And Smiling Knight just right back to it. I mean, that's the thing about this Templar Assassin. Like, she consumes 0 resources while farming. Like, the mana cost is very whatever. It's very easy to sustain. You never have to worry about your HP. She's just running around, and she's always ready to go. I think that's one thing that players really like about her is that position 1.
Fly has to strongman himself, put himself in the box. Now the TP coming in from the rest of them. Zayat's in trouble as Fly dies. They can't find the connection on to Niku afterwards, but they do have a catapult wave, and Zibe is here mid with a Vanguard coming to him. What more can they do in the mid lane? Oh, maybe they're just trying to set up for the Medusa instead. Yeah. They see her here. And immediately moving in with the ulti from Zibe. TP rotations. It's going to be a bit too late. They find and kill that Medusa. Now bringing in Niku through the gate himself. Zibe low on resources, but turns to punch onto Niku with Smiling Knight in the area. Maybe they can run him down. Out of remnants, but no further chase is going to come from them.
Yeah, nothing left for Mobe to maybe help with the chase, so he's just going to TV back mid. He's probably going to get this DD. If he spots it, he does. So that's going to help out the Storm.
Wow.
After he shovels a water in, of course.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So no tier 1 towers taken by Radiant, and they have lost all of their tier 1s except for mid. And that one's even starting to hurt a little bit. PMA caught, disarmed, Halberd looking good for a moment, but the TPs all went bottom earlier, so there is no help for this Bristleback. As Desire cleans up, Zayat's Niku moving in. They do have Mortimer's Kisses. They take down 1. That's the Wind Ranger. Can they find any more? Smiling Knight would be a huge kill here. Walks into a couple heroes. Rooted. And move in. Try to take him down. They still have Mortimer's Kisses. Zayat decides to go forward with this one. Full bore hit. Trying to get what kill they can. They do have a save there. Escape back at the last second. That keeps her alive. Smiling Knight gets the refraction off. I think that he could have just gone in with like the Mortimer's Kisses, right? I feel like that could have been a kill, but didn't want to use them.
My thought process is that he felt like the only reason he was playing like that on the TA is there must be backup close. I don't know. That's my only thought, because he stayed despite them just killing Desire. So yeah. I think maybe he was worried about a TP coming through and getting like instantly zipped on by the Storm and like canceling the kisses. I don't know. I'm with you. I definitely would have just started dropping the kisses, because it is a good amount of damage at level 6. It's kind of like, I think it's one of Snapfire's high points, is just this immediate level 6 usage, which they haven't gotten yet. And that's one of the few heroes that you can actually consistently get along this lineup. Like, you really want to hit it on the TA because she's going to be stuck and locked down there. That's why Knight has a Deso.
Yeah, that's a tough one now. I mean, it's a 3,000 gold lead, and again, sort of similar to what we saw in that like Boom versus Aurora game. It feels like there are these moments where Navi Jr. could make moves where they have the opening, and if you miss those openings, these teams that, you know, are solid like this, they're gonna punish you. Navi Jr. need to pull something together here.
I mean, it's about to be 15 minutes. You know, Panto was giving some good advice in our interview. Tormentors, Roche, being faster, getting there on time. That's going to be the key here for Navi Jr. They're very good at fighting in a designated place. They have Medusa. They have Bristleback, who's good at just like planting and fighting around like a circle, spraying his quills. And they have ET. These heroes live for designated fights in an area. There is no way, like, AVULUS are already scanning to see if they're setting up. They have the gate, they have a Deso, they can very quickly do the Tormentors AVULUS, but I don't think they can get into this position. I don't think there's any way they should be getting this Tormentor.
Yeah. Well, and you can tell right now they're spread out all across the map just farming. And that is a bit of an issue. If Navi Jr. don't take this Tormentor quickly and they're like waiting for AVULUS to come and fight them, that's where you're losing out a ton on this map, and the Tormentor is no longer worth it.
Yeah, they're trying to be greedy. They want to kill Jibbe. That's exactly what they just tried to do. They want to kill Jibbe first, then go back to the Tormentor, but Jibbe just quickly clears the wave and just runs back. He's doing this very annoying cleave farming, which the Ashby Auras, you can see, you get this insane cleave, which helps you farm up multiple camps at a time. And they're just saying, yeah, sure, we'll give up the Tormentor, but everyone is farming on AVULUS right now.
Well, and because they didn't have the Bristle there, they didn't feel comfortable really going for the Tormentor themselves. And so it's a couple minutes of AVULUS out farming them on the map. How do they make their play now, though? Because, I mean, I guess realistically, they kind of don't need to. If everybody's farming on AVULUS, then they're kind of just fine.
Yeah, no, they're okay. It's going to be a while before Medusa's like mega problem city.
All right,
it's our first kisses.
He backed, but yeah, it was never going to be enough. That's an easy bring down.
Trying to get their first tier 1 tower.
No kisses though. Zip couldn't quite get in range, but they do find Zayats now. Power shot off the mark. Rooted on Smiling Knight. No follow up. They do have the sleep though. Refraction back up 5 seconds. There's a window here where Smiling Knight is hurting. Needs 1 more second for Refraction. He gets it, but will it be enough to keep him alive? The damage coming out from the Medusa is too strong. Niku was playing interference the entire time now. They get the stomp onto the side, trying to back away. Is it going to be enough damage? They need to take down that ET. They haven't gotten him yet. Finally, they get him now. EMA dropped low, disarmed. Triple kill for Got the Juice. All of that damage coming out physically, and huge win for Navi Jr.
Yeah, Desire gets a big snipe to try and clean things up at the end there at the very least. But so needed. They actually managed to force a fight mid. They don't get their Tormentor. They abandon it. They come for the mid lane. And best possible way to start that fight, getting rid of the 10K. Yeah. She's clearly the problem. She's got 10K net worth. And just that little window that you see right here, when that Refraction 5 seconds away and she just gets chunked down. And the Refraction just did not last at all.
No.
Like, just chewed through by multiple damage sources there.
I think also...
What happened to the sleep?
Yeah, it got interrupted somehow. I guess the Tame the Beast is probably what ended up taking it out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell.
But a tough situation, losing all of those cores. I think that you're in a weird situation now because on the one hand, you kind of want TA to stay around and like, you know, keep fighting and you can feel strong in extended fights. But as the natural order starts to become an issue, that might change to the point where Navi wins the longer duration fights. I'm not sure.
I mean, we talked about it. Desire's got the answer though. Because of all these snipes he's been getting, he has the defusal at 17 minutes.
That's crazy.
He is ready to go with the focus fire versus the Medusa. And we've seen this before. These Wind Rangers being, even though you're a support, still going for this defusal because it's just so ridiculously effective versus Medusa. You kind of have to. The Medusas do counter with the butterfly, which is what we're going to see here from Got the Juice, as that is a very helpful tool because obviously the Wind Ranger is probably not going to get MKB. And if she does, you already lost. So
fair.
It's fine.
You remember when Atos used to give you accuracy? That's what they need back.
Yeah, bring it back. Accuracy. That was short-lived.
Dude, they're going double Atos.
Dude, everybody's going 7 Atoses. Multiple slots, you know? It's the cool item. It's just Atos and Ogre steals every game. That's all we have to look forward to.
Well, they are finally now with the Bristleback going to come down bottom and secure themselves this Tormentor. As 18 minutes in, they win a big fight, make their move. And yeah, that courier kill, that hurts. It is going to be going to Zayats. But that's going to be a couple of minutes without a butterfly online. I feel like this is a good window for AVULUS to make something happen.
Did he have anything on it?
No, but the Claymore is back in base. I mean, I guess that hypothetically he could go like back to base and claim it, but I don't know if he's going to be leaving.
Oh, I mean, we got support players for that.
Okay.
You know.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess realistically you could just drop the item and then bring it on somebody else's courier, right? Doesn't that work?
Yeah. You can do some work. Yeah, you can do some work.
Sire gets away. At least for the moment. Are they still chasing? Thinking about it. The spirit on him. Won't go for any stomp move, but meanwhile, it's up top where they find Zibe. Mortimer's Kisses hasn't popped the pipe, finally gets it now. And eventually, they bring down that Underlord. Nobody coming to his rescue.
Yeah, I was clicking around, looking at heroes, nobody even considering it. Like, Mobe's like clearing out the whole wave. He just finished an Orchid, so I thought maybe they would consider a fight. But just deciding that it's not going to be worth it. Could be a window for Roche here. You know, it's daytime, it's moving down bottom. There's a DD rune up top. But it looks like Navi Jr. would rather just farm it up because Ember's going to take the DD. They'd rather go for kills over Roche. They try and defend this ward, but Desire's too fast taking it down.
I mean, they're in the area right now on AVULUS to take this fight. They will see that amplified damage on Ember. He is 400 gold away from a BKB. I really feel like this is an important window for AVULUS to hit and get something done. Because like before BKB, before Butterfly, you know, Blade Mail is almost done for Bristleback. They're scanning. They know they're up here.
They really want to just kill into Roche right now is the goal.
Yeah. All right, Niku. Do they have enough to bring him down?
They need a
Zip,
shackle.
Orchid, jump, caught for the moment, tame the beast, and the root done. BKB completed in the fountain.
That's crazy.
Huge.
Yep. At least they get some value out of that Orchid. No Orchid, and that's a hard kill because you would have to hit the shackle off the creep wave.
Oh, and that's nice from Smiling Knight. He kills that tower, and then he can go for Roche next. So no way to come and reinforce to defend this.
Should be a piece of cake. So they lost it on the Tormentor, but they will get that first Aegis, and tough call. Could give it to Storm, could give it to TA. I'm pretty happy either way, I think.
They're moving in.
Kisses.
Readies. Maybe an opportunity here. PMA steps forward. They don't get it cleanly. And Ember is coming back up with BKB. Oh, you either commit now or you're in a lot of trouble, but it's scary. And now got the juice. He's the one walking in. Wow, they just were not quick enough. Maybe that decision to take out that tier 1 tower mid ends up costing them this.
They're smoking up. They want to make a play. I mean, they have a Storm. He's opening up the inventory slot.
Ember still has that BKB at the ready, also has a bottled Children. So killing Nico, really unlikely to happen. They're going to have to outplay them for this one. Again, keep in mind, they've got the Pit of Malice, 4 points up in it. Fear.
Roche is low.
Roche dropping lower, 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 lower. Vision. Where's the jump? They didn't get it. Where was the jump? He didn't want to do it. Oh no, Zibe is just going to die here. And if you're not going to jump for it, then it's, I don't know, sticking around. It's rough. Fly, silence for a moment on the trap as they back out. Will be rooted on the Ringmaster. Smiling Knight staying nearby, throws one meld strike, and they call off the end. I guess he just didn't feel comfortable going into the pit with no BKB.
Well, they're thinking about something here. They know the TP was done from the Medusa. Silence they're on 2. Desire and Mobe, they go in.
Yeah, immediately there for the connection, draining all of his mana. Oh, he gets the BKB off, just barely. That was close. Still the jump forward. Mobe right on top of him, wanting to get that finish, and it's there. Smiling Knight takes the kill. That's what happens when you show on the lane. The youngster is getting punished here as Mobe also keeping eyes on this Bristleback, catching him just barely on the edge of it. Still in further trouble. He pops his own Blade Mail, but as the Atoses start being spammed in, there is a wry look on the other side of the map as Medusa is farming, but her entire team just getting taken down.
And Mobe playing like he did steal that Aegis, diving in deep there, using everything he's got to create another kill opportunity there on that Bristleback. Huge stuff after missing out on the Aegis. They got the Roche kill, but it was snatched by the Medusa. And to chase down after the Ember, man, what a brutal mana burn. Like, yeah, he gets off the BKB, but then he can't even get a Remnant into a jump there. It's just too much mana.
I mean, that is one thing, right? Like, we always think about Medusa being the one that's hurt the most by the Diffusal Blade, but, you know, both Bristle and Ember really run into mana issues.
Oh, yeah.
Could be a problem. At least Bristle has a Soul Ring.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Niku gonna have to be careful of getting caught there anywhere near the old Wind Ranger now.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so if you are currently on Navi Jr., you still have an Aegis for 2.5 minutes. You have a Butterfly Medusa. You're still very scary. You are a strong lineup right now. Thinking about Scotty? By the looks of it here, is that what just got purchased up? Yeah, Scotty's done. Man, I haven't seen a Scotty in a hot minute.
That's spooky. And going for MKB herself next, too.
You know what's crazy is that just put her from 500 HP to 1300.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I think 8 to 1300. But anyway,
That's
like
crazy.
Such an absurd amount of stats.
I mean, yeah, this Butterfly Medusa, it's a window for a while where things are going to be trouble. And I mean, that's why that last fight is kind of like perfect in a way for AVULUS, right? Because you're just saying, all right, well, we're not going to deal with Medusa at all because she's not even there.
Score.
Fly gets TP broken. Tries to get away.
Big zip down to Niku.
Oh.
All right, Niku
Yeah,
BKB,
Niku
we're fine.
opts
Keep
his
chasing Fly.
BKB.
It's okay. He's fine.
Fly, I feel like should be able to get out of this one. Oh, and actually, the Zibe moving in. They're going to chase him down instead. Zayats is there. Tame the Beast. Gets the jump away, and now the kisses. Zibe TP's out. Oh, just barely able to break that TP. So Zibe is going to die for his support, it looks like. And honestly, Niku on the hunt for Fly. Not going to quite get him there in time.
Right. It did take some big moves, but at least it puts them in a spot where they could continue this push. Maybe Medusa walks up and joins them, perhaps? Got the juice. Not thinking that. Okay, there we go. Send some illusions down. Maybe join up. Maybe push mid. Desire, yeah, they scan it. Cutting the waves, throwing some illusions in there, being very annoying. I can't even push mid right now.
I mean, that is the really annoying factor that's coming out. You would love to be able to be out here getting some pressure on with this Aegis. At least clear out the tier 2s.
Desire's taking the tier 2. He's ulting the tier 2 bottom. It's just theirs.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys? You have Aegis. You're losing towers. You're losing creep waves.
I mean, they have Aegis and they can't get anything.
Can we get the O-post? That'd be nice. There we go.
I mean, the Aegis is about to expire. They still can pressure this tier 2 mid, I think. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if they have what it takes right now to fight this Medusa. I mean, Smiley Knight might even have to think about, oh, he's going to still go for Daedalus. I wonder if he's thinking about having to get the MKB, though. He's saving up
What
gold.
about a BKB? Like, this is getting a little scary, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he's got nothing defensively. Because I'm thinking about him trying to pressure in right now, like down bottom. But it's kind of scary to do that without a BKB.
Fair. Oh my god, they're still just hitting this tower. They had one creep wave out. I don't know if they have enough to take it down, the tier 2 mid. It is just now going to get brought down. So, didn't cut the wave in time. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is kind of rough at this point. In terms of trying to deal with that Medusa just getting strong. And I think... oh, it is going to be the full MKB for Smiley Knight. Okay.
The big one. The big item choice. That is definitely what can turn this game. And now they're just really dependent on saves on the TA. Like, that's why you're seeing this blink on Fly, right? Like, he has to make sure Smiley Knight stays alive. Smiley Knight has itemized in the way that just says, it's not my fault if I die, it's my teammate's fault. And you carry players can take that to your pubs. All right? If you don't buy a defensive item, that means it's your teammate's jobs to do it. All right? Climbers are broken. 4 staffs are broken. Blink saves are broken, all right? Let your supports do it. Blame them. This is coming from a support player, okay? They need something to do anyway.
Dude, Desire has been so annoying to play against this entire game.
Yes.
And now, with MKB, they're going to show for just a moment on Niku in the mid. He got this jump away, though. And Navi Jr. presenting a new problem in the bottom lane. Do they want to go for more? Got the juice, is feeling himself a little bit. Hoping to force them back to defend against this, or at least put some pressure on the tower with the creeps.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
TPing into a bit of a danger zone here. Dire trying to figure out if he TP'd that tower, where he went. Flagging caught first would not be the best start. They really want to keep that save. He blinks back.
Yeah. Smoke breaks, gets away, runs away with the rest of the team. Can they reconnect again? Not easily. And it's a Lotus done for the Underlord. Zibe backs out of there. And it looks like they have dodged for the moment. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point is that you feel comfortable fighting this.
I think as long as they're not able to push into objectives, this is losing for Navi Jr. Like, I think that they really want to be pushing and killing stuff. Like, you just saw the arrow drawn from Zayats. He drew a line straight up bottom saying, I want to go there. And then Fly pops out of the trees and is Ringmaster killing the wave.
Yeah.
Like, this is a nightmare for them, man. These supports are just popping out, killing waves, disappearing. Look where Storm is. Look where Wind Ranger is.
Oh.
All they want to do is ball up on this Medusa and just push your high ground, and they can't. And this is something that every team is getting better at right now.
The one issue that they are going to have is that there's a catapult wave that's coming in bottom. And I think that Zayats is calling for this move with the catapult.
Yeah.
And Navi Jr. looks like they are going to sort of rally around this. So, AVULUS, what's the answer going to be? I mean,
what have they gotten
Crimson
in this window, too?
Yeah.
Man,
well, that's an MKB.
That has another 2K gold already? Oh, my God.
So, MKB on got the juice.
All right, there's no buyback on TA, though, despite all that gold.
Tame the beasts. They hit a big connection there onto PMA. Now the root down and the back away. Throws out one little hit.
Minus 14 armor.
Yeah.
Spooky.
I mean, obviously, for the Medusa, you don't really care, but
that's true.
These other heroes are going to get
anyone else
apart.
is going to be a lot sadder about it. That's very, very true.
I mean, they're farmed. They're 6K gold up on AVULUS right now, in spite of kind of being bullied around the whole map.
I don't even think it's bullying. I think it's indifference. Like, I think that they don't care about Navi Jr. They're like that, like, I don't think about you at all. That's kind of what it is. They're literally just looking at creeps and farming gold, and they're like, what are these guys doing running around my map? Whatever, I don't care. I'm going to kill more creeps.
Trying to force out this BKB.
Oh, he has no TP.
Oh.
He's a remnant somewhere?
Aitos, remnants, back and away.
Okay. Okay.
But that's BKB down. Now you can take another fight if you want. And that's actually right before Roche 2. Guaranteed to spawn in 30 seconds. It's a long respawn.
Now. There it is.
I don't think they can take this, though, right? Like, you don't have BKB for 70. I think you force this fight right now on AVULUS. They're going for it.
Yep. TA trap.
Smiling Knight. Walks uphill. Slowdown is there. Jump, backline, wants to find him. Who do they get? Nobody. They get the lift up onto the ET, though, for a moment. Already using the Wheel of Wonder. Mobe is in very, very far. He pops his own BKB, hitting on Niku. The rest of his team can't connect, though.
He's burning Medusa, a lot, Lyrical.
This brick wall. Wow.
He kind of just rolled his face on the keys, and he hit a few defensive items, and there was nothing.
I mean, he has a regen rune, so he's going to have a second round of fighting, but he won't have his BKB himself. And now Navi Jr., they're just going to get roached themselves.
This is the average Reddit post complaining about supports having items. Was Mobe's jump in there, where he's just like, look, I jumped in, and you just can't kill him. Like first he uses my stun, my Orchid, and then he just goes Ghost Scepter and he won't die. And I press my BKB and I just can't do anything and I just have to zip away. Every support gank ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem. There's no doubt about that. And the real problem is that now Medusa, Daedalus, MKB, Scotty, Butterfly, you're level 22 and about to walk up a high ground with Aegis. What in the hell do you do now as AVULUS?
Kill the creeps.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Honestly. So that slows down the push for a moment. Oh God, that one side blade.
That's pure damage right there. That's pure damage coming at your face.
Jeez. Yeah, I guess just not fighting is a pretty good tactic if you can make that work. Kill the whole creep wave. He gets a couple pot shots off onto the high ground. They still, all these years later, have not changed it so that MKB doesn't work against towers.
Look at Mobe too. He's just oh man. Oh wait, pot here.
He panicked. He missed the red. He missed the chance.
Oh my God, dude, that must have been like 10 units. I can't believe that didn't hit.
That sucks. That was a freebie.
That's crazy.
Also, should note the spotlight, kind of cool against the illusions from Medusa, a way to deal with them.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Ringmaster TB games just by the virtue of them both being really popular heroes right now, and the spotlight has been very impactful.
Yeah. 18 to 18, 36 minutes in, 2,000 gold separating these two squads. But the Navi Junior Medusa lineup has really come online.
This is the funniest gold XP win graph that I've seen in a long time. The win keeps going up for Navi Junior, but the gold and XP was like still going towards AVULUS, you know?
Zibe, kind of in a tough spot right now. Trying to burn through the mana, but that Butterfly doing a lot of work, and now the hits, they keep on coming. Got the juice, gets cookied in. Oh, a little bit of miscalculation, and Aegis is down. What more do they have?
Just juggling.
Do they have anything at all that they can do with this? No. Okay. Cool.
Yep. No, I got a ceremonial robe, guys. I'm just in the jungle, just doing my thing. Don't worry. You guys hold down the fort.
Oh, he's having a good time.
Yeah, it's a great read by him and his team. Just say, yeah, we don't need you. Do they have a gem still on the Dire? Or do have they ever had a gem? I thought they did. Maybe they didn't. They need a gem. Because the vision is going to be pretty brutal from Navi Junior at this point. Because they've had Niku with a gem for a long time. They've been in your space for a long time. I believe the Dire need a gem.
Okay. Should also mention they have the great answer that they've been saving this entire time for going high ground in Roche's banner. So that's something else to watch for.
I thought you were going to say Ogre Seal Totem.
Oh, no.
Because those are also going to come out here. Oh, yeah, there's another. Yeah. We got 3 already.
Love it.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Honestly, I'm waiting for a freaking Midas. Let's go. It's feeling like maybe that type of a game.
That's when we're truly lost.
Oh, burning mana, burning mana, burning mana. Shackle lands. Oh, he's done. Maybe Niku barely getting away from that one. Does have a power shot if he wants to run it, but it's a TP out. And Desire, because he has a BKB on Wind Ranger, is gonna just get away.
All right, that was very wise to have a Lotus Orb with, or a Lotus Flower with him just in case on Niku.
Oh yeah. Made the difference.
Yeah, that was the full mana burn. Desire looking towards the Disperser next, though. Wants to upgrade.
I was wondering if we're going to see an MKB, but maybe it's just a little bit too much to ask for the Wind Ranger position.
Do you think,
for.
Why doesn't it burn more mana? I feel like we could add 10. Could we not? Could it not be 50?
For the Disperser or for the Diffuser Blade?
For the Disperser. You know, it's an expensive upgrade.
I feel like
That
it's fair. I
seems
mean, you
fair.
also get some good stats, to be fair, too.
Oh yeah, and of course, and the active is pretty sweet too, obviously. But I don't know. I feel like a little more mana burn wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. I could see what you're saying. Dude, we are farming simulator here. These creeps, they don't stand a chance.
No, there's a lot of creeps being murdered right now. That is for sure.
And I could tell Fly sees what type of game it is, just is keeping that Whisper of the Dread, 100 GPM, like knows
Yeah.
that that's as needed. Although I don't know what you get on Ringmaster. There's like a lot of ways you could go. You could get Aghanims, you could go like Hex or something if they wanted.
I would
Not
actually
sure.
really like the Ags this game. I think the Ag sounds like a really good idea. Because like his TA is just,
Yeah.
it's going to be so important.
Pushing out these waves. Also have 2 greater healing Lotuses. So could be a moment to turn around a fight with Mobe, or potentially could be thinking about that block of cheese a little bit later on down the line. Ooh, and a Hex for Ember. That is cool.
Yeah, that's probably going to bring out some Lincolns. 'Cause that could be problematic. Storm's also working on Lincoln, or Scythe 2, by the way. Oh, under the ward, gets hexed, or shackled rather.
Yule Scepter to keep Niku alive. Pops his own BKB and TP's out.
And Smiling Knight was right there for the potential follow-up, but
Yeah.
did not want to go in for the commit. And now our counter Scythe. So one on each spirit right now.
Can they make a reveal play here on Got the Juice and do something cool? Atos, Hex, Wheel of Wonder down, good damage out. Will it be enough? Zibe there also low, but not low enough. Everything expended and only down to 700 mana. I mean, the other thing about these late game scenarios is that like supports holding on to Lotuses as this game gets later could be another like big issue, you know?
Yes, for both,
Suddenly,
both teams.
yeah.
Medusa getting one is insane. Storm Spirit getting one is crazy good. It's very, very valuable.
18 to 18.
PMA.
Here we go.
He's currently grabbing the item that the Dire desperately needs, and that's a Nullifier.
Ogre Seal. Zibe walks away.
Yep.
And they're fine. And now the jump forward, and now the Hex, and now the hits. They keep on coming. Oh, is it enough to stay alive?
Dude,
barely,
no.
just barely. But no, he eventually goes down. They take down Desire in return, but Desire, oh, not the only one that falls. Zibe also going to die.
Okay. All right, couple of cracks here in the old armor. They're finding
Interesting.
some way in right now.
Huh.
Let's see this Roche. It's a relatively fast spawn. It's about it's a 1 minute spawn.
Okay. Zipping again onto PMA. Not going to be able to do much to him. As Mobe moves in, gets the shrine for himself. That's 25 now. And trying to finish off the Parasma.
Yeah, with the shard, this is where his damage goes crazy.
Yeah.
Had a couple games lately with these late game storms. They get their Aghanim Scepter. They're pulling people in. And yeah, Fly holding those 2 greater healing lotuses.
Massive amounts of save. And has 4,400 gold in the bank. Obviously, you want to save for, buyback, but apparently at 4,500 gold decides he can take the Ogre Seal Totem now instead.
Perfect. Yeah, he's had enough. How many are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ogre Seal Totems. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Very good.
Meanwhile, Desire also got a Mindbreaker too, which is comical. So. Silent
Okay.
Strike.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and having like the extra base attack damage too. So Diffusal Blade with that, and is queuing up an MKB now on the Wind Ranger. I mean, this game feels like it's going the distance, no doubt about it.
It most certainly does. I think I haven't looked at the actual growth of some of these heroes in a while. Like Niku just kind of middling about there. Hard to keep up at the same pace as the Storm Spirit, who's got a little bit more freedom than mobility on the map. Speaking of which, Mobe jumps in first. There's the Scythe on the Niku.
Riddy is behind enemy lines. The cookie is out. PMA over to the side too. Now the zip back. Weird fight. The Hex, 1 round with the escape act. Need to get out of there. BKB popped and now trying to zip away. Zip A, he's in trouble. But now burning the mana. Desire hits onto PMA. Storm is back. He's starting to regen up. So he can come in for a second salvo if this fight continues.
Ogre Steel Totem. Ogre Steel Totem. Ogre Steel Totem.
Yeah. Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. All right, Roche. He's got the big refresher. There's a gem in the pit. They dropped it for scouting Roche. I didn't even notice that. Very cute.
Nice.
That's a lovely play. Gives vision where it's dropped down, so you can watch for Roche that way.
Root onto 2, in some trouble, has to escape back himself, but they turn and they hit onto Niku. Now Roche, it's low, but not that low. PMA caught for the moment. They can't hit onto Roche. Zayat is waiting inside the pit. PMA is dead. This has gone tragically poorly for the side of NAVI Jr. And Roche is going to make the long journey up top. I think they can try and finish him off here now, though. There's a couple
of hits. There, Roche.
Oh, yep. They are going to claim this one. They get the Aegis, and now Cheese, Refresher, all of it. Wow. Huge.
Yep. I mean, that is the fight they've been waiting for this whole time. The constant delays just over and over again, killing the creep waves, not engaging fully versus NAVI Jr., and they go for the fight when it's finally the right time. Into the Roche pit, guarantee it, take down the tier 2, and there's no buyback from this Ember. Like, they can definitely get a lane right now.
Jumps forward, tries to threaten, forces out a couple rotations. That is a full Aghanims now done for the Ringmaster. And in the meantime, Obe holding on to this refresher shard if they need it.
I will say, it's kind of scary to stick around just because like Stone Gaze is up and there's an ET, but they're still hitting.
They're going for it. They want to finish this one off, killing off the illusions and moving to take down this Rax. It looks like that's going to be the extent of it, though.
All right, that was pretty bold. Like, no BKB there for a while on Smiling Knight. Just got it back up. Could have gone poorly for them, which is why you're not seeing a lot of teams push in that situation right now. But they take a little bit of a risk. They count on Ember not having buyback. They're correct, and they get a full lane for a nice economic advantage. They can just keep putting this pressure in the mid lane and make it even easier for them to keep NAVI Jr. away from their base.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, we're still a little ways away from MKB for Desire, but has a Demon's Edge. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you know.
Actually, it's 500 gold away from completing it. We'll see if Desire decides to save for buyback or not. But that, I mean, that actually does kind of change things. Like, the thing you need to be worried about, obviously, still is Stone Gaze. But if you Hex Medusa now, you have MKB Wind Ranger with Diffusal Blade hitting into the Medusa.
Yeah, and he took the Focus Fire damage down, too, not the Shackle Shot. So,
yeah,
he knows what he wants.
Right. Yeah, that actually might do it. I mean, that's crazy. Saving for buyback. Mobe zips, finds one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't like that. Don't like that.
Some crash. Swoops. Swoopsie.
Yeah, not great. Not
Happens
great.
to the best of us, you know, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Smiling Knight is really far away. I
mean, that definitely explains it. Because
yeah,
he would not be that far. Fly has his Ags as well and is looking at a Gleipnir. So he's finally investing some of this gold.
Okay. I think you have two choices now for AVULUS. You either are gating Smiling Knight to you, or you're like gating to try and like chase and get up like high ground where Got the Juice is. What are they doing? Neither. They're just chilling, assuming everything is fine. Snapfire buys back. They need to get back here and get the TA in time. Desire takes 2 hits, retreats. Well, there's 1 round of the Impalement Arts hitting. Zibe trying to back out of there. Force Staff keeps him fine. Now they jump. There's the Hex onto Mobe. Saved by Fly. Wheel of Wonder down. Jump forward. Got the Juice. Got him caught. The Strongman's Potion keeps him alive long enough to get out of there. And now the Storm needs to use the rest of his mana to back away.
They can't find a way to get Smiling Knight in. Like, he's just always on the outside. They're not quite sure. He doesn't want to blink in. He's like trying to Hurricane Pike out Jibe, but then Jibe's turning to try and root them. They're getting all this damage, but they're not able to like force out the Ember's BKB. They're not able to actually secure a kill because they're just not quite sure if they want to send Smiling Knight in.
Right. Which, fair enough. Like, I mean, he is the most vulnerable hero that they have right now. And realistically, like, if Refraction is down, Medusa right clicks, bristleback damage, you know, these things do start to add up against this TA.
That a PMA Blink Dagger. This guy is ready to get in there with the Halberd and the Nullifier and try and lock down a kill for his team. That is the plan on this bristleback. Might as well get an Abyssal next. Like, honestly.
Are they going to go Zibe? They find the Bristle. Got him caught.
With the silence.
He's fine for the moment. Now the Hex, the damage out, done. Can they do it again? Do they want to try for it again? Mobe backs out. That's Aegis reclaimed. They had 40 seconds left on it.
He actually had no BKB there. That could have been pretty bad. If he managed to hit that Gorgon's Grasp, would have been some wild timing, but could have been some follow-up stuns.
There's a big wave pushing in bottom that needs to be dealt with. And they are going to send Mobe back to deal with it. So 50-minute mark.
Oh, they see this. They're coming in.
Set of racks down. And Zibe in no man's land. Caught, killed. All it takes is a moment. Fly. TP's out. Manages to get caught. The root is there. Okay, 2 down. No buyback on this Underlord.
Smiling Knight and Desire, though, they're still sticking around to the west here with the creep waves close.
This is a double catapult wave. This is a problem they need to deal with. I think they might be in trouble.
Well, do they trade, though? Because, like, Smiling Knight's killing couriers. He's still back here. They're glyphing.
I think they're going for this. I mean, this could turn very weird very quickly. Watch for TP breaks. Tower going down. They're hitting. I mean, this is the problem. They don't have their Underlord. They're calling for the tier 4 towers. Got the Juice, makes the move forward. If you're going to make that play, you need to go right now, but they're TPing back instead, trying to defend their base. Mobe hits so hard so quickly. Does have refreshers still that he can play around. Is going to need to zip back to base and go for a second time. Smiling Knight, BKB, turns, hits. Needs to go for the Ogre Seal Totem walk away. Fly gets some separation, but look at the throne. The throne's exposed. They're not dying. The silence is there, taking down Got the Juice, but they're dying too quickly. The throne is hit. They drop down the Wheel of Wonder. It's big. It's huge. Is it going to be enough? They need to kill this Medusa. It's not going to happen. The throne falls. Navi Jr., one chance, one opportunity, and they take the game.
Teams are delaying things. Teams are stacking up. You just watched last game where they're running around and farming waves and making the game go longer. And so having these carries that get huge is very helpful.
Well, game number 2, Navi Jr. versus AVULUS. AVULUS trying to get away from this one, not starting the entire DreamLeague 1-3. If they could get a win here, they'd feel a lot better about how the rest of the day went. I'm sure, again, that last game is just going to be eaten into them because I really feel like they had it, but didn't end up happening. And everybody off to the races to their various lanes. God, that music. It's so good.
And in we go. Smiling Knight on the Rogue Knight. They're going to run into Zayats here.
Get out of there. Oh, they're sending a lot that way.
Scuttle's still one of my favorite facets, I got to say, in the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it makes the hero so amazing. Just feels good.
We are not so swift, my magnificent.
Okay. Overtakes
the Watcher. Still comes in here. Kind of spooky.
Desire will force back the Nyx and takes a couple of hits on his way out of there for his trouble. And it looks like it's just going to be 2 bounty runes apiece for both of these squads. Are there any other lanes that you're really worried about for either team? Wait, Zibe, hello. It's Mobe here mid. Didn't even realize.
Yeah, with the Sven. I think this makes the most sense. Like the tiny off lane's a little dead at the moment. But I mean that will be the one is what I was gonna bring up. Will be this mid lane. You know, Nico just constantly using the whirling death. There's certainly a possibility, but the problem is, as the Timber saw, when you're in close, that's when the rotation suddenly happens. You're tossed under the tower. You know, so a lot of it comes down to what skills you're gonna go for. If you get the reactive early, how often are you keeping it up? You know, do you want to take the early point Timber chains? Because sometimes Timber saws just ignore it completely since it's kind of useless mid, but then they die because they did. You know, there's a lot of things that come into play. The rotation damage from the supports is decent as well, so he'll have to keep that in mind as Niku.
Oh, they messed up this lane already, actually, on bottom. I mean, yeah, that's a little bit scary. We'll keep our eyes across all of these, but I'm noticing bottom, they double shelled the wave as throw an avalanche there. And now they have to do this weird connection thing, but Zayats is also taking a ton of damage right now. So I'm not sure what exactly they're going to do. This should connect back up again. Yeah, they can't do anything here. They're going to lose at least a couple creeps. Now they'll be able to pull it back to the other side, but yeah, things have gotten very strange bottom. Not a complete catastrophe, but definitely not what they wanted.
Yeah, next wave coming into the tower helps out. They draw it all back. They can sort it out here now, so they'll be all right. But yeah, that is the power of Jakiro, this level 1. It used to be the dual breath we talked about all the time, being like, it's so much damage, level 1. But now with all these shenanigans, everyone's doing shenanigans every offlane, right? The 4 is always pulling waves now, it feels like. So having this constant liquid fire and liquid frost is really helpful for just harassing and trading with them as they're just like trying to run away from the creep wave. Which could also be a good reason to bring back the Bane as well.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, it always feels a little weird having to like try and take Nightmare level 1, but there's definitely some lanes where it'd be worth it just because of how much people are relying upon those wave pulls.
Yeah, or even once you get to level 2 and you have, like, let's say you brain sap first, still great at trading, and then you get Nightmare level 2, and it's like even worse.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right, they're going to reconnect these waves again down bottom as a Ion Shell onto them. You can see the pull coming to contest it for now. Should be fine there. Fly backs away.
Nico just walks right through. He's got his point in reactive, and he's just going with the mid wave. He's gonna go jungle. So this is your Timber Saw mid.
Okay. And Fly takes down Zayats. I mean, that should not be happening.
Just
that was a solo.
Down. Yeah. He just eventually burned him down over time. Gets him with the blood grenade, and down he goes.
I think Nyx was chasing Fly, though, is the weird thing. He was chasing him, and then he overstepped a little bit too far. That's crazy. Because he had boots. Fly didn't have anything. Okay. Not a great start down bottom.
Yeah.
No.
But it's okay. They'll get some stacks going, maybe.
Four minutes
here in the river. Gonna have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. Battling it out. And something to watch for indeed. Are they going to be able to secure this? And it's one extra level right now that Riddy has over him, and there's a salve up. It looks like from both. They didn't need to salve yet on the Ringmaster.
It's wandering his way towards the mid right now as PMA is just left on an island. Lights is under a ward, though, the very same ward he died under previously. What is he up to? Is he planning? He's just planning a deep ward. That is definitely going to get spotted as he runs right back past this ward. So they're going to know there's a ward somewhere here. Yep, there's the circle from Fly.
Yep.
Yep, he just warded here, keeping his eyes on him, and now he's back for the stack. Still just level 1, close to 2 here, but it is 5 minutes right now. So he is going to be needing that AVULUS strat taken over here of some Iron Shell assistance, I imagine, from his Darkseer.
I mean, this is the plus side, at least, is that, like, when PMA gets to level 5, that was going to, like, radically increase the amount of, you know, ability that he has to get those levels up quickly.
Yep.
Level 3 Iron Shell's super valuable for that. And in the meantime, he's just going to try and soak whatever XP he can while Darkseer's jungling. But yeah, they can't come back to this lane now, and pulling also, I think, becomes too difficult because Fly has boots. He could run down the Nyx.
Yeah, this is not great. Perhaps a Twin Gate ward, so they can keep an eye on if Smiling Knight's going to make a rotation or if the Jakiro's going to come through, which I like.
Looking up top, Avalanche catches, toss for follow-up, and AVULUS getting on the board. They are owning.
Yeah, who is chasing who in that one, huh? That was not
Sure
great.
enough.
A little power shot for Stack here from Desire. Nice play.
They're just coming to contest this. They don't want to give it to him for free. They think that he's playing around a ward. And Fly now going to back out. Oh, Zayat's.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
He can't play it properly because of being bullied around with his Jakiro, so he just lost half his health.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in the meantime, an Avalanche toss back onto Nico, and barely able to get that last hit there. I think that AVULUS have kind of answered this perfectly, and they are looking good across every single lane right now.
Yeah, and the most important thing is that their Tiny is on top, which is a hero who can definitely have some issues out of the mid lane if you're a bit poor, if there's rotations and you're not going to have a good like phase blink timing. But he's on a good track now, obviously at the top of the board, as they're going to move a bit aggressively towards this Wisdom and then think better of it.
Yeah, force everybody to rotate, and then they come in and will manage to get that for themselves. Does mean that Got the Juice is alone up top, but don't think that between Desire and Zibe, it's an easy move.
I don't know, he's got level 6 though.
I guess that's true. And maybe they will. Thinking about it. Pop in the glyph. Immediately out. Connection. They have a way to bring him down as they come back around. It looks like the answer is maybe slow stun coming from Smiling Knight. Yes.
2 games in a row for Desire, starting out well on this Wind Ranger. Probably doesn't need a defusal this time. We'll see if he's going for more of a Force Staff sort of route in this one. As again, same thing, makes a play up top, shoots a power shot, gets a stack. What an efficient Wind Ranger player.
Absolutely.
Dire's top tower.
God, Nyx needs these levels so badly, and he's just not getting them on Zayat's. It's not happening.
The worst part is that he was supposed to get all these early stacks so that all the next stacks are for the Gyro.
Yeah.
Because Got the Juice is struggling. Like, there's no jungle left for Zayat's now. He's supposed to be out of there so that Got the Juice can start making his way through all this. He's supposed to be out on the map making space for Got the Juice.
Yeah. It's all just happening a little bit slowly.
Sitting next to a Centaur camp with an Iron Shell. This is not the dream.
No.
This does not spark joy as the Nyx assassin player.
I mean, it really... what's crazy is so much of this comes back to that first lane, the first wave that came in, and like the double shell meant that they could quickly come in and connect the waves, and then they weren't able to pull effectively anymore. And it just goes to show that like this type of lineup, the way that you do it, you have to like really be perfect, because if there's 1 or 2 things messed up, all of a sudden like your game just feels terrible.
Yeah, it's like the difference between when the pro team picks the jungle Venomancer and your pub friend picks the jungle Venomancer, you know?
There you go.
There You've all seen that gap, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with here.
4-1. And PMA will have the Vanguard completed, going in for a Halberd next. Has the Arcane Boots done. And for AVULUS, I mean, sort of the sky's the limit at this stage, right? You're working towards this Blink Dagger on Tiny, and that's when the game really starts to open up. In the meantime, Zayats is still level 4. He needs a while to get online to get this level 6 here.
Yeah, it's going to be a spooky time. Like, Mobe's just going to be Blink, Avatos in with a timed power shot as well.
Right.
Be tough. But, you know, Niku, he's also quite farmed. You know, he's neck and neck there. He gets his Blink Dagger done.
Okay.
So wants to bring that up here. And Riddy's is level 6. He's got 3 points in the Tame the Beast. I think does a crazy amount of damage. And in combination with a Timber Saw, they can burst a pretty high HP pool right now. I mean, Desire will just get annihilated if he's anywhere near them.
Yeah. Sire coming in and just stealing some farm here and there from Got the Juice.
Blows him a kiss.
So annoying.
Radiant are scanning.
Smiling Knight has the Massive Madness running around that bottom as they jump mid.
Looking, finding, fly, dead. And that is something going the way of Navi Jr. now.
So
And
that was
now,
1,000
thoughts?
damage.
Yeah.
It is fast.
Happens very
Radiant's
quickly.
bottom tower is under attack.
Zibe is getting close to Diffusal Blade completed, about 400 gold from having that one done. So that timing of having that completed along with the Blink Dagger on Tiny should all be coming up around the same moment.
Yeah, and you imagine they're going to smoke and probably hunt for Gut the Juice. Like they've already got a little bit of vision up here. But
Yeah.
the goal would just be blowing up this gyro.
Couple quick hits there. Sven back to farming. Mask of Madness. Fine.
All right. They're going to give Zayats level 6 by letting him farm next to Niku in the Ancients and with his Higher Camp stack. Then they're going to probably just run in. Where should they go, though? Should they try and go mids? That seems a bit risky. Should they try and go for the Sven? That's a long hunt. Where's the Vendetta going, Zayats?
Tower is under attack.
It's tough. I mean, they see him, I think. Oh, no, he's waiting for this. Gets the amplified damage rune just in time before that Tiny comes in.
Hey, melee sentry.
Yeah. Zibe. He's off to the side. Huh. Maybe they catch this Pango here. I think this is your best bet. If they can make this work, things feel
I think
good.
they know.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Look, he's waiting for Desire because Desire has the dust. That's why I was waiting to see where he was. That's why they dust too.
Yeah. But they won't get him there.
Zayat's like, ooh, yummy. It's like, no dust. Oh, he doesn't see Desire coming up, though.
Sees him now. Don't forget the
Helps
Nyx
close enough.
sense. Oh, God. All right, Niku got it. Oh, man.
Dude, his health pool.
Yeah. Amp damage.
Dire's middle tower
That was
is under
449 damage.
Oh, my God. And if they steal these stacks, this is actually huge. This is
back.
everything. Oh, my God. They're so back. Zibe comes in.
Oh, he
takes
got
away a
so
good
many
chunk
of
them.
those.
Yeah.
I think he got almost all of those.
It's brutal, man.
Nobody
He's up
tells
there with
Sven, though.
Sven.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, that feels bad. Oh, power shot. They see him there. The rest of Navi Jr. heading up north.
He's
Now,
got TP in the line.
Zayats. Spots him. Jump forward. Big connection. The damage out in time. Yes. Done. Saved. But now they move in with Zibe, hoping to find the finish. Takes down 2 on the double kill. PMA chases down Desire. And it's a 2-for-2 exchange as the 14-minute mark's coming up.
Dude, Jive just, his GPM over the last minute must be like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, that was
Between
crazy.
getting all those Ancients and then getting a double kill like that, too. He is quickly moving in towards the Aghanim Scepter.
That's a great timing to just get all of this stuff. It's not often that diffusal timing for an offlane Pango can hit this hard, but it really
Yeah.
did.
And I mean, meanwhile, it's allowing Smiling Knight to still just be 0-0-0. And at the top of the board right now, you contrast that to the Gyro, who's 0-2-1, and has just been like wandering through these camps. 1,500 gold behind the Sven. Needs to get this Ags Accelerator pretty soon here. Still 800 gold away.
Yeah. Very strong moment. Nico's got the Kaya. See what his next choice ends up being. Fly at the Invis rune is shown for a moment. Unsure if Navi Jr. really want to make a big move or not. They could sort of wait for a timing. They're kind of close to Greaves, but it looks like they're going to make a move with 4. Leave got the juice to go farm up himself. This is a great kill if they can get him.
The Sven.
Does he realize Smiling Knight maybe anticipating the danger? Caught for the moment. Wants to get away. Not gonna happen. Oh, that's a good one.
Desperately needed right now as AVULUS are smoking, trying to find this aggressive play too. As long as they don't get the juice as well. Oh, he's so dead.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh my god.
Oh, wait,
the tendrils of the deep.
The Croaker?
The tendrils of the deep. It doesn't matter. Got the juice now. Power shot desperately. I cannot believe he lived.
Croakers are the craziest neutral. They're worse than the Prowlers at this point. They have saved so many people.
That's so nuts. Fly dead. Oh no. Gets away.
Wasted wall.
Jeez. That was close.
Oh, I cannot believe that Croaker messed him up.
Yeah. That would have been enough.
That's divine intervention right there. To somehow get Navi Jr. those good plays. Yeah, that's right. This guy.
Croaker.
Croaker turns you into a choker, my dude.
Oh. All right. 6-7. And now with a couple of like clutch timings for all these heroes, we're also going to see Smiling Knight work towards the BKB. I mean, that is the other big thing, right? Like, you end up still getting, like, your Sven killed. You don't get the gyrocopter kill. You lose a couple more. But the flip side to that is you're still only down 1,000 gold. Like, things could be worse. But, man, this Greaves, that's a scary one. Yeah, he's dead. Smiling Knight dead in the exact same place. that is a lot of tips, man.
They're going for mental warfare.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Is it theirs though? Do they get the Tormentor? Is this free with these heroes? They seem to think it is.
With
they're not
IHL,
coming.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think that's pretty, like, to die 2 times in a row back to back, and then also carrying over the weight of like last game, you know, and basically what felt like maybe could have been a win. It's, you gotta hope that the tilt is not affecting these guys.
You remember like the old pinball machines that were in arcades, and if you bumped them, there was like a little thing. They'd be like tilt, tilt, tilt.
Yeah,
and the little red light would pop up. Could we get that on like the DreamLeague HUD? So like, you know, in that situation, we get like the little tilt warning comes up.
It's painful. I mean, that's the thing. It's hard to know, you know, like how much is it that and how much is it just, you know, solid play. Navi Jr. definitely feel like they are playing this game very freely right now. After a bit of a rough laning stage, you know, things have started to look a lot better. Desire. Ooh, haste. Pops the dust and gets away.
All right, well. Oh, okay. I mean, they have a... Jibe's thinking about it. They have a Blink Force Staff Tiny. They have the Shard just picked up on Jibe, delaying his Aghanim's, but giving him a good opportunity for actually getting chain stuns and getting these kills before the BKBs come out. Because obviously by then the chain stuns don't work as well in this hero anymore. They need forward vision and they need smoke out play. Their best vision right now is over by the secret shop. It might spot the gyro if he happens to walk down there. But as of now, they're playing a little bit blind as they look for these pickoffs.
Oh, just saw he's queuing up a Ghost Scepter next on Darkseer. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's insanely good this game.
Yeah.
Sven, Wind Ranger, Pango, like you just are safe, right, in the midst of the fights. And yeah, it's already delivered. Okay, well, once that courier gets there, it's close. So close.
This could actually be an okay window for AVULUS to fight. There's a lot of like the gold advantage going in, but some of that's unrealized. Timbersaw doesn't have Axe yet. Zayats doesn't have Blink Dagger yet. But if you just lose the Wind Ranger like that, then it doesn't really matter.
All right, now, can AVULUS do it again? Can they just delay and get this Sven nice and huge? That'll be the question. It's going to be harder because they do have this pick-off potential, the Nyx Assassin. You know, talk about how this hero hasn't felt very, you know, well-loved by the pro scene lately, but Zayat's an aficionado of the bug, for sure, and getting good use of it after a pretty bad start. Like, but you're already seeing it. He's vedettaing around. He's getting these pickoffs. He's setting things up already. Both kills on Smiling Knight. Now the hunt down onto Desire as well. He's showing the potential of this hero.
Yeah. I think it's I mean, I don't know. I kind of have always liked Nyx a little bit, and I feel like it's the type of hero that, I mean, you're seeing even without like that injection of gold and like the hot start that we've seen before, you're still getting a lot done on him. So,
I mean, they even picked a Sven as well. Like, there's actually so much potential for Spike Carapace this game. It's crazy. Like, it is the best skill shot in the game because, like, when you hit it well, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
oh, saw Mobe there. It's the other thing. The Nyx sense always really valuable when you're going through those trees.
Yeah, that's true. Being able to see anyone in any state around you.
But Navi Jr. content just continuing to farm. I mean, you get Gyrocopter's BKB, sure. Honestly.
I mean, getting him to that Aghanims was so massive. Like, he's actually catching up now, closing in on Smiling Knight. He's going to get to be that big hero. He's thinking about SNY next. I don't know how I feel about that. Does he need an SNY?
I think against Vanquisher, it's pretty valuable, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's true. You don't want that bonus damage being stunned. It's a good all-around item. Doesn't have the best saves, I guess. Yeah.
Almost caught Zayats there, but he gets away. And again, these windows right here. Sure, you got a Sven, he's farming, but you've also got like Blink Dagger, Force Staff, Tiny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I really feel like you want to be fighting right now if you're AVULUS, and getting that taken away from you. It's just kind of been the story of this series so far, in a way.
Yeah, it's why they're smoking up right now. Like, he just got a Yules. This is Blink, Force, Yules, Tiny. Like, if you are not in an engagement constantly, you're just going to be frustrated because that's what your itemization is completely built around. And now it's just ramming into each other here. Can they get the detection on Zayats?
BKB reveal. Zayats is there. Immediately Spike Carapace damage out. Isn't enough stun onto 2, but the save immediately there. Now Timbersaw, he manages to get the ulti off Smiling Knight, hitting creeps, trying to find a target, does get onto Niku. Now hits Scott's the juice, but that is a reveal of a BKB. That is not what you want to see. And with 3 dead for the Nyx, there's some more mental damage being inflicted as the tips come out. Holy.
That just did not look like a juiced up Sven. I guess because it's not really, you know, he's just not quite there yet. He's invested in the harpoon. He doesn't have that big oomph factor. And you saw it, right? Like, the timber comes back down out of the Yules, and it's just like, okay, it's tickling.
Yeah. Take a look at this one again here. And I mean, this is the problem, really, right? Like, if you can't kill the Timbersaw, it's not really worthwhile. And another engagement going on as the battle moves out. They're on to Fly. Vacuum pulls both the supports up to high ground. Desire in trouble. Desire dead. Fly now also dead. All of the kills going the way of Navi Jr. They are playing this game immaculately.
Yeah, the hemorrhaging kills right now as Zayas is still hunting for one more. He goes over the ward on Mobe into the twin gate. I don't think Zayas has the distance though. Oh, he does!
No! Right at the end, they got him. Mobe caught the blink daggers. A dagger if I ever saw one.
Oh man, their burst damage is so absurd. It's instant. You're just gone.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a tough one. 11,000 gold lead, and now also into the pit. I mean, this is really rough. Navi Jr. come in and put on a performance in both of these games. I mean, again, we can talk about game number 1 all we want and how maybe things could have gone differently, but this is just feeling all Navi. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is a window. I mean, there is a hope. It's going to be the Daedalus on the Sven. That'll be your plan. Trying to play for that big crit. Trying to roll the dice and hit some good ones. Got the Juice already pretty well prepped for it, though, because he does have that Gossamer Cape, which is annoying, because it's a massive item versus Sven. Makes his life very difficult. But if they get the crit stick, that's where you're hoping that you can use that BKB and just annihilate someone like Zayas. Oh, Mobe.
That's Mobe. Got him. Vacuum pulls him back. The punch is there. Mobe dead. And now Zibe trying to do what he can going in this Rolling Thunder, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough. And with Niku showing up, now they get the wall down. Punch onto Fly, still chasing. PMA on a killing spree. Zibe hoping to escape, but will he be able to? Yule's lift up onto Niku, but there is the stun. Impale connecting onto Zibe. He tries to roll away, tries to escape from this one. Not going to happen. 3 dead, just not having anything to stand up to this pressure. Thank God.
It's just full gas right now on this timing. They're voice lining. They're feeling good about it. Got the Juice, got the S and Y, is going right for the Hurricane Pike, is not concerned about a late game idea, not concerned about big damage, is just saying, hey, my team has damage. I just want to be in the middle of stuff. I want to be surviving, and I want to be taking buildings. That's the plan right now.
They just got a Chrysalis on Smiling Knight, and the escape act, the stun. Oh my God, make it stop, this poor Sven. Oh no.
Oh, he couldn't find it.
God. Oh, jeez. That really, really hurts.
Yeah. I mean, he was close to finding something, but just couldn't quite get it there. Now Mobe again looking. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. He's just killing the camp.
I mean, they don't have God strength. Like, I don't know.
I thought maybe they were going for hoping to find a support or something, the two of them, but they're resigned to their fate of sitting in the base right now. As again, got the Juice, will approach. Still has 2 minutes left on a BKB. Sorry, on an Aegis, alongside an 8-second BKB.
Oh, Creep Wave is done. They will pop a glyph here. And cutting waves is the AVULUS way. It's what they feel like they need to make happen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jeez. Well, they're pinging the throne, or the tier 3. Maybe they're like, guys, don't worry. We'll just go for that one eventually. Zibe TP's out. Can't quite catch him in time, but Zayats, hello, sir. You getting a little greedy? He is living a long time for a position 4. This Spike Carapace is so annoying.
Got him. 1 down.
Getting on the board's important, you know?
Yeah, it's been a while. Got the Juice, though. We'll clean up the tier 1 after the successful scouting mission of Zayats.
I mean, they did get both wisdom shrines there.
True. Yeah, making it moves across the map. That kill as well. So that's something. They're going to need a lot of tossback plays near that base.
Yeah. They need a vacuum.
Yeah, just grab that.
AVULUS.
Yeah. I mean, he's almost got Daedalus. I mean, I think you for sure buy out. Obviously, you are not keeping buyback.
No.
His courier is making a dangerous mission. I can't believe he's sending that into there right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Mobe goes down. Niku made the rotation in with Zayats. Pushes out the wave. And Smiling Knight just needing to retreat back and get these creeps. There are a lot of pings over there, anticipating that Smiling Knight's in the area. But they guessed the wrong direction. He heads back towards his safety. And it looks like they're going to instead ping out the area where Fly is, thinking that he's going to be over there, which indeed he will. Ice path. No chance he gets out of there.
No chance there. But hey, making some space. Jibe was also out and about. And he's still wandering on the dire side, but they have their Daedalus. So that is their YOLO chance. He also has the Gunpowder Gauntlet, so he's got a hefty strike if he gets in there. Jibe grabs 2 couriers before TPing back home.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, dude. Smiling Knight and this lane, honestly, it's just been over and over happening. Wait, ooh. Turns hits?
Nice.
Big plays. Take that, Zayats.
Jibe's still running here. Not thinking about any sort of return, even when the Nick's dead. Maybe, though.
Yeah, Mobe realized
yeah, he wanted that back into the high ground.
Jeez, so close. Well, it's an amp damage up top that is still going to be there for him. They ping it now, and Roche may respawn in a minute 44. Navi Jr., curious if they're going to make any moves to try and, pressure high ground at all. Before then, it feels like it's pretty much just clean up that last tier 2 tower. And then call it good.
Did Desire ever get the shard last game? I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it. No.
Yeah, it's great.
Get the MKB first.
Yeah. Like with the way they're playing and the way you need to group them together for the Sven, it could actually have a pretty big impact. Oh no, the Sven. No BKB for 20 seconds.
Mega dead. Yeah. Are the tips
Any more
coming?
tips?
I think they're all out. Oh, Zibe? Catch the wave? Nice. That's what they needed to have happen. And there is the roll up, roll out.
Does he even
the tower, though. Oh, PMA jumps in, punches Mobe. They have already lost the tower, and they might lose the melee racks. Backdoor protection is back up again, though. They have another couple creeps that are coming down. They didn't quite manage to kill them all.
Wait, this the power shot, though? Power shot? Does he? Oh, he doesn't know, though.
Yeah. No. So that is unfortunate. And that might turn into more. Honestly, depending on how they decide to go with this. Vacuum.
Oh my God.
Done. Woo! Oh, geez. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that was sick.
That's unfortunate.
He's another one.
Yeah. They punch. They back away. PMA ready. And got the juice. Not feeling like he needs to leave anytime soon. They do have Sven back up again, and that looks like it's going to be the call to not make anything else happen here.
All right, our Roche timer. It's about a minute. It'll be like a, yeah, it'll be with 1 minute left ish, I believe.
Well, we'll see if they can make anything happen in that window. Like, we've seen that when Smiling Knight manages to hit heroes, they die. It just doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah, it's slightly problematic. That's not occurring, but at least they got the right idea.
I think every Smiling... Every Smiling Knight death has happened on the bottom side of the map.
Radiant are scanning.
It's just a fun fact for you there, Trent.
Yes, no, thank you. That's
No problem.
we can put a marker down or something.
Yeah. That means that he's safe up here. Can't die if he's on the top side. I think that's the way that works. Oh my god, another amp damage. Blech. Ward down. And they are getting prepared to defend the Roche when it eventually comes around. AVULUS, maybe one last final stand here in this game. If they can't make that happen, it's feeling like it's just going to be run it down lanes time.
I mean, if they come without Aegis.
Sire. Ooh. Well,
All right. It's all right. He's got by.
true.
Okay. We're chilling. He's transferring his net worth to Smiling Knight. Smiling Knight's out there farming. He is just going to buy straight up. Okay, are we fighting for Roche? Roche is on the run?
I think
Is that
they
what they're
have
saying?
I think they have to fight for Roche. Smiling Knight is getting MKB delivered right now. Roche is starting to fall. It is going to roar.
I mean, they have
So-
war. They're ward. They know. They know everything.
The disarm?
See them out here?
It happens. MKB. Oh,
Maybe
they
that's
find
a great
PMA.
kill.
That is a great one to find right at the start. No, he's on the low ground.
Oh, what a
They
stun.
didn't get the toss back all the way. Wait, but there he is. They pull him back up. Dead. Happens so quickly. Buyback coming from Darkseer. They take down Zayats. This is about as good as it gets, but is it good enough? Smiling Knight, no, it is not. It is not good enough at all. And Zibe is going to have to blink out of there. But with 3 dead and, of course, no buyback because they bought out on that, this is at the very least an Aegis going to Navi Jr.
They were quickly slamming the door on that one, huh? Just the immediate buyback from PMA. Hits a big vacuum into the wall after. Says, no. And what a stun. The jumping after again from Zayats. Playing fantastic on this hero. Gets right in for the Carapace to make sure they couldn't get a faster blow on PMA. Could have been worse.
Zibe almost dies there. Pulls back. Vacuum. Give him the punch or give him the chainsaw. Either way you look at it, Navi Jr. is going to eliminate AVULUS here. Most likely is there's no buybacks on any of these heroes. So racks are starting to fall. They can go for the last ones if they feel so inclined. I don't think they know it, but you could also, if you wanted to, just go tier 4s, but they're going to take the safer route. Zayats wraps around the whole way around. Oh, the ice path. Oh, Zayats was close. Now, back, pull back in, punch, dead. Toss back into Fountain. Zayats in some trouble, but the Ghost Scepter keeping him alive, and then putting him in the little bubble. Little bubble boy staying safe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Navi Jr.
about going back
last set
in.
of racks. They will have God's Strength back up again. And oh my god. Mobe just dies. Smiling Knight does eviscerate him. Squishing that little bug. Now they push him back out. BKB pop turn. How much do they have in the tank? Can they got the juice? Do they have enough to bring this guy down? Even if they do, it only be once. That is a dead Sven. GG is called. Navi Jr. absolutely obliterate AVULUS. Game 1 was close. This one, not even a little bit.
No, things turning out okay. Like, Mobe was very